Hi YouTubers, thanks so much for coming to the channel. We are going to go over the end of the year 2023, how we ended that year, and we're going to be going over the market dynamics, which will include the average sold price, our actives, pendings, and solds, and let's move forward and do some comparisons between all of Ada County, Boise, and a surprise city. So let's dive in. So let's take a look at Ada County as a whole. So if you can see by this graph and all of this stuff, don't be too confused. I'm going to narrow this down and show you first this graph that has the active listings, which is in red, the black, which is closed sales, and our pending sales. So if you can see in red, we closed the year out with 501 active listings, and we had 329 sales in December and 302 pendings. That's up from the previous year slightly, not a lot, but inventory is down by more than 225 active listings. Now this is the active listings in the existing home market because new construction skews everything, so the numbers will be all wrong. And it's not a really good data point. So let's take a look also at the average sold price for Ada County end of the year. You'll see this red graph where there's little red rectangular boxes. At the end here, we expected a decline last year, and we did have one in all of Ada County. There is a surprise, so stay tuned for this huge surprise that nobody expected would happen. And I'm going to point that out in a couple minutes here. So if you look at this 496, that's the average sold price in Ada County. And previous in 2021, the average was 575, and 2022 it was 609. So definitely 609 was our big winner chicken dinner. However, if you are looking for declines, 590, 496 is heading in the direction that you've been wanting. That was a negative 3.1% decrease for the year. Now let's talk about the normal real estate market. Okay, real estate runs in 10-year cycles, 4 to 6 years up, 4 to 6 years down. That's normal real estate. But guess what? The Great Recession from 2006 to 2016, we call that the lost decade. That was not normal, right? All these mortgage-backed securities, that huge failure, all that changed real estate. And our most recent worldwide event, the pandemic, that also changed real estate. Now, there is nothing normal about real estate. One thing we know for sure, especially in the Treasure Valley, is that we enter every single year with a shortage of inventory. We need 2,400 homes in a normal market for aging in and out of homes and in migration, not including big rushes of people coming here. It just is normal what we need. So we are still in an inventory shortage. We know this every year for sure. I'm not sure when that will ever get taken care of. I think the cost of building is going to have to come down before we have builders that actually want to build more homes, and affordability has to go up because the builders will have certainty about building and selling those homes as well. So we have an anomaly that's happening now, which continues to aggravate our inventory shortage. So let's take a look at what happened in the North End in 2023, and then compare it to that big secret city that actually did not go down. And I think you'll be really surprised at the city. So let's take a look at the North End in Boise. We closed out the year with 40 active listings, 25 in December, closed sales, and 13 pendings. The previous year, we also had 40 listings going into that year, and 16 closed and 16 pendings. So we had a little bit higher closed sales and a little bit lower pending sales. Our average sold price at the end of 2023 was $822,853, and it was $851,088 in 2022, which was an 11.5% increase from the previous year. So our 2023 decrease was negative 3.3%. The city that is a big surprise to all of us is Eagle. So Eagle, let's take a look at Eagle. Now Eagle closed out the year with 64 active listings, and they had 26 closed sales, 29 pending sales, and that's so close to the previous year. But 64 is down the number of listings from the previous year. And the previous year we entered 2023 with 81 listings. The average sold price in 2022 was $924,253. And you'll never guess, the average sold price at the end of 2023 was $944.32 for a 1.8% increase. That is a huge surprise. We have traditionally seen the north end be the last to go down and the first to go up. And in this case, Eagle is the winner for an increase in prices, average sold price. And that had been happening for a couple of months. I was really tracking that because I'm advising on a project there, and it is such good news for people in Eagle who are trying to sell their home, because this shortage of inventory in Eagle is not going away, and it will continue to hold home values very steady. Now, that as buyers means that it's going to be a little bit harder to get into Eagle. You might try the phrase of Eagle if you don't need to be in that school district or in the schools of Eagle, like Northwest Boise. Prices in Northwest Boise have decreased, so you might find better pricing there, as well as the Garden City area, which is close to Eagle if you work in Eagle or want to be near Eagle. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this great overview of the end of 2023. And as we enter 2024, as soon as the feds reduce the overnight lending rates, we expect all the pent-up buyers to come out of the woodwork and start buying homes. The problem is right now, we don't know when that's going to happen. We don't think it's going to be March. We're not sure if it's going to be June. So stay tuned for more market updates. If you'd like to receive these and more on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, be safe, be happy, and be home, Idaho.